Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily. It's Des here. Who's ready for some Monday motivation? Who's ready to get the week off to an absolute flyer? Definitely in that frame of mind today. We had a really busy day as it is. Apologies if I'm a bit late posting. Still in the office, still stuck upstairs working away. But there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it shows real intent to attack the week, to do all the things we've got to do. Whilst I've walked back from my proper job, got some exercise in already, got some fresh air. I've got to do a few more bits, get this uploaded before getting out there and getting a run in, getting some real activity on the board. You know, I always say never miss a Monday, and that's as important as ever, isn't it? And not just because of a day that's been labelled Blue Monday. I'll speak about that a lot more later on, but it's important to get out, never miss a Monday, treat it the same every week. You know, when I've done it, when I've got everything sort of ticked off for the first time, puts me in good stead for whatever's going to be thrown at us. And right now, lots is being thrown at us, isn't it? Lots of different scenarios, the situation's ever changing. So if we can attack that in the best frame of mind possible, then we give ourselves a real chance to enjoy everything else, you know, all the things we like to enjoy, all the things we want to enjoy, you know, the things we get the absolute most from. If we've got that opportunity, then it's perfect for driving forward with real focus and real attention. Hitting those goals and achieving those targets, you know, that's the important thing right now, isn't it? Something I'm working hard on in January, working away at, you know, I won't lie to you, the weekend has been my first real struggle in terms of those goals. Set myself targets in terms of doing activity, in terms of not drinking, not eating meat, and it's really been difficult this weekend. But like I say, I'll come back to that. First of all, what I'll do is run down the week. As ever, we start today in the right frame of mind, looking to do positive things to get the week off to a flyer. Tomorrow we've got the solidarity session. I'm sure that don't need much explaining by now. It's an opportunity to do whatever activity you choose at 6:30 whilst like-minded people are out there doing the same, trying to be part of a community, trying to create that routine, trying to be accountable. All those good traits we need to really do things the right way, to really get things done the way we set out to achieve. Of course, from that, what we like to do is post the pictures. It shows a real intent. If you didn't get out to attack the Monday, or if you did miss a Monday, hopefully you haven't, still time to get out there now, just like me, not done it yet. If you didn't get out on a Monday, it shows a real intent to everybody that we plan to really attack it from that point in. We followed the Tuesday up with a Wednesday workout, you know, so from both of those, I asked you to post your pictures, use the hashtags, whichever hashtag it is throughout the week, but particularly on a Tuesday and Wednesday, you know, Tuesday training, Wednesday workout, and I'll get them shared across the story. Show people exactly what we're doing, invite people to get involved. The Wednesday workout, of course, is the ongoing challenge of the 26.2 miles. Again, whichever way you choose to achieve that. If you want to work to the structure that's been set out, please check out the closed Facebook group. But that solidarity session, the Wednesday workout, is just our way of really attacking the week, you know, putting that purpose into what we do, working together to still sort of keep that connection going, keep things going the way we like to. And that's what's really important, especially right now, isn't it? You know, the situation's tough. People are telling us we need to do this, that and the other, but we really do need to stay connected, you know, as well as those traits I said before about being accountable. It really does do the trick in getting us through. On Thursday, of course, I'll have Thursday Thoughts, your chance to ask me questions about absolutely anything. Really enjoyed them in the last couple of weeks. Do you know, if anybody wants to come on and they've got a burning desire to speak about a subject in particular, I'm always welcome to that now. Do you know, we had a really successful one a couple of weeks ago where a guy come on and spoke about staying safe. So I'd love your involvement in that way, if that's the way you wish. Other than that, please keep posting your questions in any of the comments from the social media, from the videos. Do you know, I'll pick them up and I'll do my best to answer them the best I can. It won't be too technical. It won't be, I won't be blinding anybody with the science. You know, it's just my sort of feeling, my knowledge, you know, my experience of how we can deal with situations and how we can deal with whatever's thrown at us. It could be injury, it could be motivation, it could be what I think about doing one thing instead of another. You know, it's all about ideas. It's all about, it's no one size fits all. I've used that term on my own social media this weekend. You know, it's important to remember that we all attack it in a different way. Just by picking up on ideas and suggestions, you know, it can really make the difference. Further to that, I've got Wake Up to Walk. Absolutely love that session. I'll be out getting somewhere different. I've had an idea after last week. You know, I've kind of exhausted all the local parks. It's tough at the moment trying to fit everything in from when it gets light to having to start work. So I'm going to actually come up with some point-to-point routes. Do you know, whether it's a local one sort of within the city or again a nice one through nature. I'd like them to be that if I get the chance, but just some routes, just some suggestions to get people walking. You know, there might be some places of interest along the way. That sort of stems from last week where I was intending on walking from one point to another. It didn't quite transpire like that, but it gave me the idea. And again, it's just about finding that inspiration from wherever it comes. So if I can inspire you to go somewhere you've not seen or somewhere I've been, you know, and you like the look of it, that's all Wake Up to Walk's about. Just getting out there, enjoying the activity, but also using it to really attack the day, really attack a Friday, look forward, look back first of all at the week with positivity, look at all the good things we've done, look forward to what we can do, you know, and make the most of what we're doing. It's sort of past, present and future all in one go. And then of course it's the Saturday selfie where I ask you guys to post in your pictures or whatever you're up to over the weekend. You know, love to see those, love to share them. Makes for a great story on the Instagram. Like I say, throughout the week, keep posting those pictures. Work off the hashtag we like to use: Monday motivation, Tuesday training, Wednesday workout, Thursday thoughts, Wake Up to Walk, stroke attack the day, and Saturday selfie. It was another good Saturday selfie this week. No real theme. If I find a theme to work from Friday, I like to use that. There was no real theme in place, but it was a great one. You know, lots out there, lots really attacking these challenges that have been set for January, New Year's resolutions, targets for the year. You know, just challenges for the month. You know, whichever way you're doing it, it's absolutely important to keep using these things to inspire and motivate you to carry on. I touched on before, I've had a tough weekend in terms of my own challenges, but what's got me through is seeing what other people are doing. Do you know, once I see that, without being competitive, I want to get out there, I want to do the same. I want a piece of it, I want a piece of the action, I want to enjoy it. And that's what really does the trick. And if I'm really honest, I think one of the reasons why I think I've been struggling a little bit is because I've let something get in my mind, and it's something that really frustrates me. But even so, because I've heard it so much, because I've been thinking about it, and it's this whole Blue Monday thing. Do you know, in reality, I think it's an absolute farce. And I've done a bit of reading up on it today and realised where it came from, and I feel that even more so now. Do you know, I did a post on my own social media this morning, questioning why a day would be labelled with such a negative sort of slogan, such a term. You know, Blue Monday is going to make us automatically, it's going to make us dread the day coming along. And the third Monday of each year is, in the last few years, has been termed Blue Monday because it's supposed to be a time when we're all a little bit fed up with the post-Christmas blues. You know, it's cold, the weather's not on our side, you know, our New Year's resolutions have gone to pot. You know, all these goals and targets we set ourselves, we've failed. But I think in many ways, all the talk of Blue Monday and the build-up's going to do is make that happen even more. It's not going to make the situation better, is it? It's going to get stuck inside our head. Do you know, and whilst I was going along sort of tickety-boo last week and the past few weeks, I've been absolutely flying, particularly with the running side of things. Do you know, I just got to the end of last week. I'd mentioned it a few times. that we were going to look at it today, and just got inside my head a little bit. I'm starting to think, how am I doing with my challenges? Am I capable of getting through? Is it time to stop? And I thought, no, it's time to really kick on. Why can't we have a positive slant on the day? And I think this is a real problem with mental health and people who want to help. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people don't do it with the wrong intentions, but the focus seems to be on the theory side of it, or on creating these buzzwords. That's not what people want to hear. Believe me, I've been there myself. I've spoke about it so much, about my personal journey in the last few years, from starting out in a tricky place. The last thing I wanted was to hear about psychotherapy, or to hear about, this is what you do when you're down. What you want is the answer, and it's hard to put that across sometimes. I appreciate that, but I think people really have to understand that you've got to be relatable, you've got to be honest about it, and you almost need to see people taking actions. That's the way I dealt with it. Somehow I stumbled across running. There's reasons I stumbled across it, but I got into running, then all I saw was inspirational people doing things. There is a need to talk about it, but there was the people that inspired me wasn't talking about the negative side of it. They were talking about what they can do, what we can do, how we can work together. Such an inspiring community to be part of, and it's what really dragged me out of the slump. So I think the people who make decisions, the news, we talk about that so much. There's always an agenda with these people. Whether it's good or bad or indifferent, there's always an agenda. And what we have to do is start putting ourselves first, people first, taking responsibility for that. And those people need to take responsibility too. So whilst I'm a little bit on my soapbox about this issue today, I think it's so important to take that responsibility, understand that what we do can make the difference. If we take all these positive actions, if we get involved in things, whether it's the DOdaily 7-day plan, whether it's a do running activity, or whether it's just something else, whether it's posting something positive. You see so much negativity, people working off the negatives all the time, when the reality is that just brings people into a slump. Once you see positive action, it gives you an idea to do it. Once you do it, you'll do it again. Once you do it again and again, somebody else will do it. And I think that's really important to remember, isn't it? Why can't we have a slogan that's, I don't know, I don't want to be happy clappy about it, but Happy Monday, It sounds silly, I know, but you know what I mean. It's that thing where we need to sort of cut out all this negativity, particularly at the start of a year. What they're almost doing is playing off people's insecurities, people's inability to see things through. Of course, it's going to be a time when resolutions get broken because they've only just been started. So for the next few weeks, months, people are going to break them because it's hard to maintain something. The important thing is just to try and be as consistent as you can. I mentioned on Friday, if you break them, so what? We go again. We give you the support. We keep doing what we're doing. I'll keep trying to do what I'm doing in terms of sticking to my resolutions to show you next time, it gets easier. I talk a lot about my sleeping patterns and how I need my sleep to be better. And I fail at it time and time again. And that's why I don't talk about how important it is. I talk about me needing to do it. But until I've learned, until I've understood, the reason people have scoffed at me for the fact I'm not eating meat, I'm not drinking again. People are like, oh, here we go again. It's a new idea. No, it's not. It's working to the bigger picture. Because I want to do DOdaily, I want to advise, I want to give people tips and be sort of a source of knowledge. I need to get a better understanding of everything I want to talk about ultimately. So whilst I don't think I'm going to go vegan or vegetarian, it's important for me to try it, at least try and understand what benefits it potentially gives. And that's taking action, isn't it? That's doing something about it and setting the example and trying to inspire. And that's my point today, guys. It's really important. This whole Blue Monday thing I've actually read today, it actually comes off the back of a a campaign by an holiday company to get people booking holidays, which is absolutely shocking, isn't it? Do you know? And I think finally people have learned, because of the pandemic, because of the situation we've had to experience so long, a lot of people have finally started cocking their nose up at it and saying, no, that doesn't really work. Do you know, I had this in mind sort of first off, and then sort of trying to justify my own points I made through my own social media post. I've been doing a lot of reading, and it actually transpires that a lot of people are of the same opinion about it now. So I think it's important just to remember that whilst I feel it is important to attack a Monday, never miss a Monday, give it a real go. Do all the things we've been talking about for weeks and weeks. Do you know, keep doing the things that you know could inspire someone else. They're the important things to do. Do you know, Blue Monday, that kind of negativity, I don't think it's needed. Like I say, it's done with agenda. It's done with people who want you to believe certain things, you know, who are sensationalising news or who are wanting to make money from it. So just bear that in mind, guys. Like, forget about that. Brew Monday, go and get a drink. One of the easiest things we can do to pick ourselves up is get a drink. Do you know, whatever drink it is, even a glass of water. Do you know, it's as simple as that sometimes, just to make yourself feel better. Do something good for somebody else. Be positive. Stop working off the negative. Stop working off we can't do. Work off what you can do. I see this weekend Matt Hancock himself, the health secretary, who's the person telling you can't do this, that and the other. He was out playing rugby with his son, do you know, and he's took a lot of criticism for it. Why? They are telling us that we can do certain things, but people forget that and would rather dwell on the negative. Of course, there's a bit of mixed messaging in there as well, which again is not great, but the situation's driving that, I guess. So it's just important, guys, to remember, get out there, do those simple things, get out for a walk, take a drink, do you know, take a shower if you need to. Again, I mentioned in this post, whilst it's not going to deal with all your problems, whilst it's not going to deal with people who are struggling, what it will do, it'll just give you that little bit of respite. And we all know every second we can get when we're feeling a little bit down, every second that ticks by, the situation gets better. How many times have we gone to bed feeling absolutely horrendous, you know, kept ourselves awake, but when we've dropped off, woke up in the morning, nothing is ever quite as bad as it. You know, nothing ever gets to the depths of the day before. Every day we're healing, we're making things better, you know. And if you are really struggling, of course, reach out, you know, reach out to us, take part in some of these activities. I can assure you it will work. So like I say, whilst I've had a bit of a moan there, I don't want it to be negative. Hopefully I've spun it into a positive of what we can do and how we can really attack the week. I'm going to make sure I get my activity in, you know, because despite this busy day, despite everything, you know, I still feel like I've got a purpose. I still feel like I want to help. And I still feel like some people will sort of draw some inspiration from it. And that's all that matters to me. So until tomorrow, guys, that solidarity session when we can all get involved, when we can all feel the spirit. But you have to want to make the positive. Take responsibility for taking that choice. You know, as soon as you do that, you'll feel fantastic for it, and we can drive on through the week and do all the things that I've outlined there. So have a good day, enjoy the rest of the evening, and I'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday training and that solidarity session. Just doing it.